to Mia Cucina, and boy do I have an amazing deliciousness, and it's all about cranberries, yes. Pero la prima cosa, but the first thing is to put on the fadale. Cucina in Italian means kitchen, and fadale means apron, and I have a very beautiful color, very colorful apron, because we are all beautiful beings. And God loves us just the way we are, whatever color we are, whatever religion we are, God loves us just the same. And this amazing deliciousness is something that I created, and it, you know, it's going to have cranberries. We're going to be utilizing some dried cranberries. But what I want to bring to your attention to is to get the pot started. I'm going to get this on first. I have a small pot. I'm going to put it on medium high. And into this, I am going to add 1.5 cups of either vegetable broth or chicken broth. In my case, I am utilizing organic chicken broth. Everything that I'm going to be showing you is all for ultimate health, because we're coming into the cold season, we're coming into the flu season, and now that the cranberries are in season, they are full of antioxidants, they're full of vitamin C, it fights cancer, and is so needed. And everything that I show you is to bring you ultimate health, so your body stays in alkaline and it doesn't get sick. So what I want to do is I want to add 1.5 cups of chicken broth, goes right in like so into the pan. Put that on the side. We are done with that. Super easy. I'm going to take this step by step, make it super easy for you. Then what I'm going to come over here is I am going to bring the next ingredients. And what I'm going to be utilizing is I'm going to be utilizing 1/2 cup of dried cranberries. And you know, cranberries, they start out like this. This little innocent little guy fights cancer, full of antioxidants, full of vitamin C. Read about it, learn about it, and then they also are dried. So for this particular dish, I am going to be utilizing 1/2 cup of dried cranberries, and they all go into the 1.5 cups of chicken broth. And I'm going slow because I really want you to learn about this, and I know some chefs have gotten upset about that I go slow, but I like to go slow so you learn how to do it, because if you go too fast, then you're not going to remember. All right, to this I have a teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, yes, cinnamon, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin, just like that. I also have here a wonderful, and you can utilize 1/2 cup or a cup, and what I have here is that I have a cup of couscous, and I am using what they're called Israeli couscous, or just a little bit larger, and what it is it's a pasta. So I am going to have this on the side right now. What I want is I want this to just heat up, but I want to keep my 1 cup of couscous on the side for right now, because once this is rocking and rolling and going well, because we want this to, you want to bring this up to a boil, and that's what we are looking for, guys, to a boil. Okay, so I'm just going to cover this baby up, and I'm just going to bring that to the boil. Now I'm done with this plate right here. Make sure you keep your cup of couscous ready to rock and roll. When this is boiling, we're going to add the couscous into this, okay? And then we're going to shut it off, and we're going to leave it in here. All right, so now let me bring you to the next, the vegetables that I want to be utilizing into the salad, because it's going to be like a warm salad, and this is what I'm going to be, this is what we're going to be having for lunch. And what I have here is I have 3 chopped up carrots. I also have over here, I have these wonderful 3 green onions, and I'm also going to be utilizing some wonderful celery. My celery is starting to go bad, and I really love the little palm fronds of the celery, so I'm going to be utilizing that. So I'm going to be utilizing about 4 of these guys. So while this is doing this thing, we're going to start chopping. And let me grab my bowl, because in this bowl I want to add my carrots. Are going to go in here, but I'm going to move that out because now I'm done with the carrots. I can add the carrots in here. And again, you know, it depends on how many carrots you want. It depends on how much celery you want. It's a very beautiful beautiful, beautiful dish. It's something that you can have as a side dish. I know that the holidays are coming here in America. For those that are in Japan and other countries, hello Japan. Hello, you beautiful countries out there. In America, we have this thing called Thanksgiving. It's something, you know, that we did not have growing up. I did not have that growing up. When we first came to this country, my mother didn't even understand it. And then, you know, we had to learn how to cook the big old pavo. And we call it pavo in Spanish, and in English it's called turkey. So what we want to do is we really want to come in here, and depending on what kind of size you guys want, you know, you can chop it. So what I want to do is I want to make sure, I want to keep an eye on here. Now it's boiling. See how fast this is. There goes the 1 cup. Goes right in there. Now to this, oh, wait till you guys have this. You're going to love it. You're going to say, what? Cranberries and cinnamon and cumin. Elena, where are you going with this? It is delicious. Trust me. Okay, so now I'm going to shut this off. That's how simple and fast this is. All right, so now let's continue with this wonderful salad. This salad is really is full of antioxidants, full of vitamins and minerals, and all the things that I am using is to optimize your health. All right, so now that I have my wonderful, it's so easy. You just take a big bowl like this, so easy, guys. And now you're going to take the celery and you're going to add it like so. Just like so. Okay, very easy, simple. And then I'm going to show you this amazing easy vinaigrette, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to finish it. All right, and now I'm going to get my green onions. My green onions, because this has got to do its thing. And by the time you're done cutting everything, your salad is ready. That's how fast and easy. Hello, you beautiful people there. I see you. You know, we do this live. Now, remember what I always tell you. You know, we're all about sustainability here. And I don't like throwing anything away. So what I'm going to do with my onions, my green onions, is I am going to show you, if you cut them right here, guys. All right, and that's what I'm going to do. I am just going to cut them like so. And then these are going to go in the ground, this much in the ground, and watch the magic. They're going to start growing. You never have to be without green onions, and these are organic green onions. So I'm done with that. And the onion is going to give it such a wonderful flavor. And I'm just going to slide my green onions like so. Can you guys see this? Very simple transaction. Very easy peasy. And you know, I always talk about health, guys. I talk about how our health is our responsibility, not the doctors. Not the doctors. I'm on 0 medication. I'm 63 years old. And I started into doing this a long time ago when we were called tree huggers and hippies and all that good stuff. And but I knew how important it was for us to eat healthy. All right, so now that this is done, oh my goodness gracious, it's beautiful. It's nice and warm. It's doing its thing. It's still soaking up the deliciousness, that wonderful deliciousness that this is. Just want to make sure that this is shut off. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring your attention to the vinaigrette. There's going to be a vinaigrette that's going to go into this entire beautiful salad that's going to tie everything together. All right, so now to this wonderfulness, what I have here is I have some mint. I also have here some toasted almonds. I also here a half a cup, over here we have a half a cup of vegetable oil and 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar. Rice vinegar, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, a 4th cup of vegetable oil. And I also have here some wonderful microgreens that my wonderful sponsor, Dario Rodriguez, with Life and Food Superstores brought. So I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to finish everything. All right, so now I just want to make sure that this is, I thought I shut it off, but I did not, so now it's really off. All right, so what I want to do here is I want to bring a bowl here. We are going to add, let me move my wonderful mince out of the way. I'm just going to add my oil, and I'm going to add my rice vinegar right in here, and I'm just going to wait on the almonds. All right, so then what I want to do now is I want to take a good 2 tablespoons of fresh mint. And this is the mint that I grow. You know, food is not meant to move. Food is really meant to stay where you are. And that's why I like to grow my own herbs and things like that, because I really don't know where all these other herbs are coming from. And I don't know how fresh they are. And I want to make sure that whatever's going to be going into my body is going to be fresh. So what you want to do, guys, over here is you really want, what I want to do now, I want to take the lid off so it can start cooling off. And what you're looking at is you're looking at something like this. You see that? Oh, there you go. Okay. So I want to continue to come over here because I want to show you now is to chop the mint very, very fine. And mint gives it such a freshness. And I am using all organic mint because I grow it. And what I have here is I have mint and I also have spearmint. Spearmint is very, very, very good if you're starting to not feel good. You can make yourself a very nice tea with that. And it really, you start feeling better. And I would add some honey to that. Today, you know, when I went to Publix, that's where I buy my stuff, and lots of times I go to the health food store. There was this gentleman that he was suffering a lot with a lot of pain. You know, he was in a lot of pain. And I asked him, you know, what was going on with him. You know, there was a lot of inflammation going on with him. And so I told him about, you know, what I do so I can help him bless his life. All right, so guys, over here, you know, I talked about 2 tablespoons. And, you know, if you're not going to have 2 tablespoons, I don't want you to worry about it because this is supposed to be fun. So what I want to do now is I want to bring your attention to this beautifulness. And I have about 2 tablespoons of this wonderful marinade right here. Okay, so now I have this beautiful bowl. In this bowl, remember what we had here. We had the carrots, we had the celery, and we had the green onions. And now what I want to do over here is I want to bring this wonderfulness in here. This is the cranberries. Remember, we had the cinnamon in here, we had the cumin in here, and those beautiful dry cranberries. Oh, it's such a beautiful dish. And now what you want to do is you want to mix it. And this is a salad that is really designed for lunch. It could be designed for dinner. It's a very beautiful, colorful salad. It is delicious and amazing, and this is what we're going to have for lunch. Now, this is vegetarian, but you could add to this if you wanted to. For the meat lovers, you can add some meat. For the vegetarians, you can add some fish. So there is things that you can add, but we're not. We're just going to eat it like this. Because, you know, guys, sometimes it's good to give our bodies a break from all the stuff that we put in it. So look how beautiful that is. Look how beautiful that is. So now what I want to come over here is, this is the beautifulness that I just showed you with a little bit of the green onions, the mint, and the wonderful rice, the rice vinegar, which, you know, is also underutilized. So this is going to go all in here like that. And I am using vegetable oil, which I really hardly ever use vegetable oil, but I am using vegetable oil and not olive oil. Alright, so to that, we are just going to mix it like so. So I'm going to turn my bowl over, because what I want to do now is I want to bring my plate. And just get yourself a platter, and I'm going to show you how how I'm going to plate this baby. Just going to put it in this beautiful platter like so. Look at that, healthy and delicious. Oh, the wonderful, wonderful things. You know, you got that crunch from the wonderful celery. And celery is so good for you. Another underutilized vegetable. So now that we have this deliciousness, let me move this out of the way. So now what you have, guys, is you have something like that. See that? All right, but we're not done yet, because, you know, I like to make things pretty and I like to make things more flavorful, because it's all about flavor. Because, you know, when you're working with all these wonderful deliciousness, you want more flavor. So then to this, what I want to do now over here is I want to come and I want to put the wonderful, yes, it is such a beautiful, wait till you guys see this. And what I'm adding right now is I'm adding the toasted almonds, the toasted sliver almonds. They're just little sliver almonds like so. And you just want to add it. That's going to give the protein and the crunch But now I also want to show you what I'm going to add. I'm even going to go farther, even a step farther. And if you don't have microgreens, don't worry about it, guys. You don't, you know, it's just something for me to also, all the health benefits, because right now I tell you, it's the time for us to really start loading up on antioxidants. So now I'm going to show you how to properly do microgreens. So I have these beautiful microgreens, and then what I do is I take a knife, and these are live, and then what you want to do is I hope that you guys can see, so you're going to get your scissors and you're going to start cutting closer to the bottom. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go like so, and I'm just going to just come like this. And then what I want to do is I'm going to show you. And these microgreens are arugula. I love arugula. And I'm just going to just kind of put them like that. Oh yeah. And you are having nutrition, and you are having health, and you know, and for your health I will do anything. And I'm just going to cut a few more pieces, because you know, the more I eat them, the healthier they are for me. And they're just very easy to spread. And you know, and I know that for those of you that do not know about microgreens, learn about them, guys. Learn about them, because they are just wonderful and healthy. And now let me show you what you just did. Let me show you this amazing cranberry couscous salad. This is for your health, guys. All right, bellies, that is all I have for you today. Stay healthy, stay kind, take care of yourself, because when you take care of yourself, you'll be able to take care of others. And remember, this is all about the cranberries. Okay, Billy, thank you for joining me. I love every single one of you. I love you. I love you. Ciao, ciao, bellies. Ciao, ciao. It is cranberry season time. Yeah.